Hey guys, in this video we're going to be going over a method to make an infinite amount of eddies in Cyberpunk 2077. Originally, this video was going to be all about the Auto Jock achievement, and that's just to get all of the cars in the game. But I quickly realized that actually raising the 1.7 million that you need was going to take a very long time. So then after a few days of grinding and a little bit of testing, I ended up finding a method that's pretty good, completely legit, and will actually make a decent amount of money. There's no glitches or exploits needed, so if you want to stay true to the achievement hunting spirit and not use any of those, this is going to be the way for you. So with the intro out of the way, let's go ahead and get into it. How to make an infinite amount of eddies in Cyberpunk 2077 by recycling. So yes, I refer to this method as the recycling method because, well, that's essentially what you're doing. This method doesn't cost much in terms of requirements or money to get started, but is quite profitable even from an early stage. In short, you basically spam vending machines to get cans, break the cans down into parts, and then sell the parts at drop boxes. Before you get started doing that, however, you should get to at least technical ability level 7 so that you can grab the mechanic perk and all 3 of the workshop perks. These will allow you to get more components when we get to the later parts of this process, and the only other thing that you'll need is a little bit of money to get started. Really, you could start this with as little money as you want, but having maybe like 10,000 or so is a pretty decent starting place, and of course more is always going to be better. Now that we have the perks we need, we can go to a nice spot to grind vending machines. Here in the circle part of City Center, you'll need to come down to the bottom left section. Looking into the actual circle, you'll see this plaza area with a very large amount of vending machines scattered throughout. So far, this is the best spot I've found for farming these. Now, just to give an idea of my initial investment in this, I started out with 61,459 eddies, and I end up spending about 16,590. We'll go over the numbers and percentage gain at the end, but just a sneak peek is pretty good. Now you'll want to go to each of the vending machines and spam F or whatever button interacts for you, and buy as many cans as you can until it all says sold out. If you stop seeing items drop while you're spamming F, you may have to move on to the next type of can and spam that one to make sure you're actually getting cans each time you smash the button. Just like you should be smashing that like button on this video. You might get some weird looks for aggressively smashing the buttons on the vending machines, but trust me, in the end it'll be worth it. You'll be rich, they'll stay poor.
I trust you, man. You're too aggressive.
Once you get through all the vending machines, you can walk out to the street, wait a day or two, and then walk back into the vending machine area to farm it again. So now, run over to the nearby drop box and you'll need to disassemble all of the cans we just bought. Once you've done that, you can start selling those crafting components at the drop box. Since they only have 20,000 eddies at a time, you'll have to sell some, wait 24 hours, and sell more. Then just keep repeating that process until you've sold all of your components. And that is essentially the whole process of what I call the recycling method of farming money in Cyberpunk. Now looking at the numbers, I started out with 61,459, and once we got done farming, I had 44,869 eddies. That means I spent 16,590 buying these cans. When it was all said and done after selling all of the components, I walked away with 125,623 eddies. That ends up being 64,164 in pure profit after our initial investment of 16,590. So that means that initial investment went up by 387%. That's a pretty decent amount of money to make just for a little bit of recycling. So If you liked the video or found it helpful, be sure to like, subscribe, and comment down below with what games you'd like me to cover next. I also just recently opened up my community Discord server, so if you want to come by and hang out, go down to the description, click that link to join the Discord, hang out for a while.